Good evening, and I welcome you, students. Before the session begins, we are going to have a small meditation. Today, meditation will take us for a nature walk. Before I begin, students, you will make 3 deep breathings. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, inhale, deep breathing. Exhale. Second round. Inhale, exhale. Third round. Inhale, exhale. Now you will sit comfortably on the chair with your feet on the ground and your 2 palms resting easily on your laps or on the table. Close your eyes and focus on the breathing. Focus on your breath, which you are inhaling from the 2 nostrils. Take your mind to your breath. Experience breath going inside your nose from the 2 nostrils. Inhale, exhale. Now, students, we are in a forest. You are in a forest. What you see in the forest, you are walking, there is a green grass. Experience the green grass. Touch your feet to the green grass. As you touch your feet to the green grass, experience a healing force, a healing energy going inside your body. As you walk around, you see a very, very tall tree, 100 feet tall tree. It could be a bamboo tree. See with your eyes how big the tree is. As you walk further, you see a tree which is very, very old. It may be 500 to 600 years old tree. It's very huge. And see the green leaves of the trees spreading over a very, very large area. As you move further, you see beautiful flowers. See the color of the flowers. You see green color, red color, orange color, violet color, white color, all colors of the flowers you can see. And very sweet fragrance of the flowers. Smell it. Fragrance is very, very sweet. As you walk further, you see that there is a small pond of water. See the water moving? Water is moving. And you can see the color of the water. It looks little bluish color water. The sun rays falling on it. And you see a lot of ducks in the pond of the water. And on the trees, you can listen to the sounds of the different type of birds. Chan, chan, chan. And now what you find? Lot of monkeys moving around. Monkeys. As monkeys are running here and there, and you move further. As you move further, you see deers. So the deers are also moving. Cats can be seen. Different small animals can be seen running here and there. And you find certain buffaloes and cows also eating the grass. Slowly, you sit under a big tree and you find that there are a lot of fruits on the tree. And as you sit down, one of the fruit is falling on your hand. Experience and inhale the large amount of fresh air fresh oxygen entering into your entire body. Inhale. Now you get more and more oxygen, and you find that your body is becoming very happy and positive. Lot of good feelings are coming, and all the negative energy is gone. Slowly and slowly, students, come back to your normal breathing, normal state, and you are now experience the vibrations in your body, the surroundings. You are healed and having a very, very pleasant feeling. All the stress from all the parts of the body disappears. Slowly, you will rub your hands and you will listen a sound and heating. And with this heat energy, healing energy, gentle massage your eyes, eyebrows, head, your face, head. Relax yourself with folded hand. Pay gratitude to the God and the universe for the beautiful life we have. And we are thankful that we are born on planet Earth where life exists. And God has given us so many things to enjoy. Slowly, you can open your eyes with smiles and come back. All right, you are back. Are you back?
Yes, sir.
So how did you enjoy the nature walk?
Good, sir.
All right, you will see a lot of good experiences will be given by me to all the students. I will say that you must share all these videos with your friends. They are very important. They are healing because of the circumstances are like this, that a lot of stress is building up. Psychological pressure is there on students because of the corona pandemic, and life is still not normal. Schools have not reopened and students are uncertain about their future. So we want to feed them before we teach you. We want to feed you with positive values, positive energies, and heal yourself. Our sessions are healing, as well as we will solve a lot of important questions which are likely to be there in different type of exam students. So we will say that it will be your duty and responsibility to send our videos to at least 5 to 10 friends and ask them to subscribe for healing as well as for learning science. The more we help the people, the more we will be benefited. This is the law of life. The more you give, the more you will get back. If we don't give anything, then nothing comes in. So this is the law which works everywhere. As you give, you will get. If we don't give, nothing will come. So there is nothing wrong in helping as many people as possible. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, students, we are back. We have energy. We have healed ourselves. And after healing session, we are back to the work. We are important questions answer. As I said, reason assertion is the most important part. Why we are trying to do more and more reason assertion is one thing. This makes us to think more. Second, it gives a very good revision of the chapters. And questions could be put in any form, doesn't matter to us. But we learn a lot of things from reason assertion questions. And nowadays, in every exam, wherever you will go to higher classes or other countries, there will be such questions repeatedly asked to students. So this is an important point, that we should try to revise all the topics and chapters by using the reasoning and assertion method. It is a very good method. And here we have a question before us coming. What he says, assertion. Hydrolysis of methyl ethanoate is a pseudo first order reaction. Now student, tell me, what is the meaning of, our core main purpose is to revise also. We are talking of chemical kinetics. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
What do you mean by first order reaction? So many questions will be there on this. What do you mean by first order reaction? Or I am saying, what is an order of a reaction, student? What is an order of a reaction? We learned in
order of reaction. It is the sum of the powers of the concentration of reactants in the rate law expression.
Rate law expression. How the rate law expression is determined, students?
So rate law expression is the expression in which the rate of the reaction is expressed in terms of the molar concentration of reactants.
I said how it is determined. How do you determine order of a reaction? Without experiments, can I find the order of a reaction?
Experimental.
Very important point. You know, there will be questions based on that. Can I determine without order of a reaction? Without doing experiments, can I find the order of a reaction? But
No, sir.
what is the difference between order and molecularity then?
Sir, order of a reaction is an experimental quantity, but molecularity is a theoretical concept.
Can the molecularity be more than 4?
No, sir.
Why?
Sir, because higher molecularity reactions are very rare.
That I know. I am saying why.
ये था because the probability that more than 3 molecules will collide and react simultaneously is very low.
It is not the question of reaction. It is the collision. We said that 3 molecules cannot collide simultaneously together because the size of the molecules is very, very small. Okay. What do you mean by pseudo first order reaction? You studied about it. Pseudo first order reaction, student. What it is?
The reactions which are in reality second order reactions, but they behave as first order reactions. Example is hydrolysis.
Those reactions in which one of the
reactants is in excess.
Those, if I say there is a second order reaction, one of the reactant is in excess, then what happens to the excess concentration? It remains constant.
It remains constant.
And therefore, we can say that the reaction follows first order. Experimentally, we will be able to determine that. Those such reactions are called pseudo first order reactions. Such pseudo first order has been asked, many times in the exams. So you should study more about it. What I try in every lecture, I am saying read more. Am I not saying that? Why yes. I am saying that? Why I am saying that? Because I said, okay, read more. The more we will work, the more we will learn. And exams could be, there is not going to be one exam for you. Let me tell you, exams doesn't mean this one exam is over. No, there will be many exams for you in the coming years. Do you know that people are appearing for many, many years in this paper? You are aware of it?
Yes, sir.
Even you, not only after 12th, there are people after 4 years, 5 years, they are appearing. There is a one doctor whom I met. She is a Ayurvedic doctor. She is appearing. She has children also. Probably even if you will complete medical somewhere, again you have to appear and pass this exam. For example, for dental and all that. There are so many criteria. What I'm trying to say, the exams never finish. If you have to learn and you have to go for it, then it is not the final paper which you are giving. Therefore, your learning will always help you. And more you learn, the better you become. That is my point. So students who are thinking that course is finished and they are passed and everything is over, they are not right by any means. Because exams are beginning. How many? Not one, so many. First, hydrolysis, methyl ethanol, it is a pseudo first order. Is it that correct statement?
Yes, sir.
It is correct statement. All right, students. Water is present in large extents, therefore its concentration remained constant throughout the reaction. That is correct statement?
Correct. Yes, correct. Sir, correct.
Is that the correct explanation for the assertion?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay, then what answer you are giving?
A.
Answer A. So you can see that you can write the reaction also in the exam. They have given an example of pseudo first order reaction. Hydrolysis of ester is very important. Very important reaction. You have seen what is the kinetics and you can give that. CH3, if I consider this plus water, what happens? What do you get?
It is CH3COOH plus C2H5OH.
Then the rate of the reaction is given as some constant into, and then what you write, K dash into
CH3COOH.
So we already know all these things should be in your mind, and the more you work, the better it is. Always you have to write. Learning, writing, scribing, all these things help us. Once we are relaxed, we can learn easily, comfortably. There is no pressure. And I always tell the student, once you are with me, pressure is zero. When we are starting from 0 point, don't worry. Whatever you know or you don't know has no problems. Once we sit in a class, we want to learn. That's all. That is our objective. Learn not one thing, so many things. Next question is coming. Order of reaction can be 0.
Order of a reaction can be 0. Yes, sir, it can be 0.
Okay, you are saying this is a correct statement. In case of heterogeneous catalytic reaction becomes independent of the concentration at high concentrations of the reactions.
So heterogeneous catalysis independent of concentration, high concentration of the reaction. No, sir, this is not correct.
Not correct. Can you give me examples of zero order reaction? You can search it.
Examples of zero order reaction.
What are the examples given in your book on zero order reactions?
Example given decomposition of gaseous ammonia on a hot platinum surface.
So what is a platinum here?
It is a catalyst here.
What type of reaction is this? What type of catalyst is homogeneous or heterogeneous?
Platinum. Heterogeneous.
Heterogeneous catalysis. Even some more reactions they have given.
Okay.
What they show?
Okay.
What you found in such heterogeneous catalysis? What you are finding that the reactions take place. Why the rate of the reaction speeds up so high? Concentration is having no effect now. Even if you have high concentration, it makes no difference. The catalyst boosts up the rate so fast. And then is it the correct statement or the false statement?
Yes, sir, it is correct.
It is correct. Is that the explanation for this? You have seen on the surface of the catalyst what happens. These molecules are, even if you are doing hydrogenation, what happens? The hydrogen dissociates to attach, then they react faster with the, if you have a double bond or something, what happens? Then the reaction takes very fast. So this is because of the high concentration or low concentration makes no difference, because the at the surface of the catalyst adsorption process takes place. Then is it the correct explanation?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Then what will be our answer?
A.
A. All right. You will read more, students. Read more about catalysis and heterogeneous and homogeneous. Read more about the examples of zero order, first order. They have asked in the paper, give an example of zero order reaction. At least 2 or 3 reactions should be known to you.
Okay.
All right. Next question is coming. The slowest elementary step in a complex reaction decide the rate of the reaction. What do you mean by a complex reaction, students? What is that? Okay.
A complex reaction is a type of reaction which involves a sequence of many elementary steps.
Many elementary. There are two types you have studied elementary reactions. You know the molecularity is decided by the elementary reactions.
Yes, sir.
So when reaction is proceeding in more than one steps, the some react steps are very maybe slow and faster. Slow. Is it true that the slowest elementary step decides the rate of the reaction?
Yes, sir.
This
That
is
is correct.
correct. Okay. The slowest elementary step always has the smallest molecularity.
No, sir, it is not necessary.
It is not correct. It is not correct. Smallest molecularity is 1, but slower reaction are having even 2 molecules in SN2 reaction you have studied bimolecular. Bimolecular reactions you have studied SN2. So this is not correct. Then what is the correct answer?
C.
Answer C. All the time try to connect with whatever chemistry you have learned, because so much we are learning from different chapters. Next question is coming, students. What is the next question? A catalyst increases the rate of the reaction. Is it the correct statement?
Yes, sir.
Correct. The catalyst increases activation energy, which in turn increases the rate of the reaction.
This is false.
This is wrong. Then what is the correct answer for this?
C. C.
Answer is C. What the activation? What is the catalyst does?
It will lower the activation energy.
It lowers the activation energy. Why it lowers the activation energy, students? What happens?
It will lower the activation energy, so it will provide an alternative pathway for the reaction to proceed.
That is why we studied the mechanism of the reaction. The reaction follows definite mechanism, definite pathway. And there are intermediates. You know, the more stable the intermediate, the more product that will be formed. We have studied it. Therefore, when the reaction proceeds through a particular mechanism, then it will lower the activation energy and provide an alternative path for the reaction. All right. Read more about it, students. Next question. Activation complex for forward reaction will have lower energy than that for the backward reaction in exothermic reactions. Where the activated complex is formed, you have seen an energy diagram. Reaction coordinate and potential energy diagram you have seen in the books, students.
Yes, sir.
What it shows? Think about everything, and try to connect. You have time, you can use your notebooks and pens and find out.
Uh,
Is the assertion correct or wrong?
it is correct, sir.
It is correct. Activation reaction will have a lower energy than that for a backward reaction. How it is correct? You have
No,
seen
it will have greater energy. So it was wrong. It will have greater energy.
What is the graph? See something like this.
Yes, sir.
What is the energy of this? This energy. This is our, what was it? Potential energy or energy versus reaction progress.
Yes, sir.
Reaction progress. This is the reactant. This is the product. This is the activated complex where it has lower or higher energy. Is it energy changing anywhere? Did I put it up or below?
No, sir.
Then how, what happens to it? Is this energy value changing? Energy of activated complex is this one. Is it changing?
No, sir.
Then hardly matters whether you go this way or that way. This is forward and this is backward, but this way, this is not shifting up and down. So what is it? It's correct or wrong?
It will be wrong.
Okay. This is wrong. Reactants have greater energy than products for exothermic reaction. Reactants have greater energy than products for exothermic reaction. Is this statement right or wrong?
Reactants have greater energy products for an exothermic reaction. Yes, sir, it is true.
These are reactant products will be. Reactants have greater energy than products for exothermic reactions like this. So this is R, this is P. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Value of energy. So reaction progress. All right, this is correct. What is the correct answer for 25th?
D.
D. Dekho, we have to try and we have to think what I am saying. Unless we think, the answer could be wrong. Next question is coming on the screen. Increase in temperature increases the rate of the reaction.
Increase in temperature is the rate of the reaction. Yes, sir, it is true.
Always.
Yes, sir.
Is it, I'm saying always it increases the rate of reaction, or there is some, it increases for all the reactions, or there is something. This is a correct statement. What is the doubt here? That because
Yes,
a
sir,
trick,
it is correct.
there was a trick was played because in the exam it said increase in temperature increase the rate of some reactions. Now that word was added, so all the trouble started. The trouble started. Whether that's a correct statement or not. What is the equation which gives the rate of the reaction with the increase in temperature? You know the name the equation.
Arrhenius equation.
That is very important for exam students. That's what I am saying. Arrhenius equation. What is the Arrhenius equation?
Arrhenius equation, it was K is equal to AE raised to power minus EA upon RT.
Very important because there will graphs on this and very important questions will be asked on this Arrhenius equation. This is correct. Then more colliding molecules have energy greater than threshold energy. Is that the correct statement or false?
Colliding. Threshold energy. Yes, sir.
This is correct.
Correct.
Is that the correct explanation? What graph is given in the book when you increase the temperature? Which graph is that? What is the name of that? Who gave this graph? The fraction of molecules have energy greater than or equal to activation energy. Is it a graph given in the book? Questions been asked on that.
Yes, sir. It was known as this Maxwell-Boltzmann distribution curve.
Very important questions are asked on that. Maxwell-Boltzmann distribution. There will be questions on that. Students, you should study that in detail, what is happening. Then what is the answer for 26th?
It should be A.
26th answer A. Next we are coming. Unit of rate constant is independent of the order of the reaction. What do you mean by units of rate constant? How did we find the units of the rate constant?
Sir, it was a formula. It was unit of rate constant. Concentration upon time into 1 by concentration raised to power n.
What was that? If R forms P, supposing, then you are saying minus a dr by dt is equal to k r power some x. Then what is this? Concentration. What is concentration? Mole per liter. And this is second inverse divided by, what is this? R power x. What is R? Now what is the question? Unit of rate constant is independent of order of the reaction. Is it correct?
Sir, the assertion here will be of rate constant is independent of the order. Sir, assertion will be wrong here.
We have derived the formula which shows that this depends on x, the order of the reaction. It is wrong. The power of concentration terms in rate equation keep changing with change in order.
Yes, sir, it is correct.
It is correct. And what answer we are giving to 27th?
D.
D. Okay. Next question is coming on the screen. Increase in concentration of reactant will not change the rate of zero order reaction. Rate of zero order reaction.
Change the order reaction. It will not change. Yes, sir, it will not change. This is correct.
If I have R gives P, the rate is equal to K R power X. If X is 0, then that is zero order.
Zero order.
What it becomes? Equal to K.
K.
Into 1. So does it depend on the concentration of the reactant?
No, sir.
No. So then is it correct statement?
Yes, sir. Correct.
It is correct. If it is correct, all right. What is the next one? Rate constant for zero order reaction is constant for a particular initial concentration. Rate constant for zero order reaction.
Constant for a zero order reaction is a constant for a particular initial concentration. Yes, sir, it is correct.
It is correct.
But यहाँ पे initial concentration भी.
You can, all right, so think about it. You have still time, whatever you have. What is the formula of the rate constant for a zero order reaction? What is the formula for rate constant for zero order reaction?
For zero order, it is K is equal to R naught minus R upon T.
R naught
Minus R upon T.
Upon T. Rate constant for a zero is a constant for a particular initial concentration. For particular initial concentration, it becomes constant.
Yes, sir.
Does it offer
Correct.
the explanation for this?
Change. No, sir, it is not the explanation.
These two are independent statements. Then what answer you are giving?
B.
Answer B. Okay. We have to think to answer the question, students. Next question. The half-life of a reaction is independent of the initial concentration for the first order reaction.
Yeah. Reaction. Yes, sir, it is true.
What is the formula of half-life?
For first order reaction, 0.693 upon K.
Half-life is equal to 0.693 by K. This does not depend on the concentration. Correct statement. Okay. The integrated rate law for the first order reaction is independent of the initial concentration. Integrated rate law. What is the integrated rate law for the first order reaction?
Integrated rate law for first order reaction, it was log R naught upon R is equal to KT upon 2.303.
KT is equal to 2.303 log of
R naught upon R.
R naught upon R. Then integrated for first order reaction independent of the initial concentration. Is that correct?
No, sir. Wrong.
Wrong. Then what answer?
C.
Answer C. All right. Half-life of a reaction can be used to predict the order of a reaction.
Half-life of a reaction can be used to predict the order of a reaction. Yes, sir.
You have derived the formulas for half-life, zero order, first order, second order. Any equation you can derive. The relationship between half-life and initial concentration of reactant is dependent on order, on the order.
Concentration. Yes, sir.
This statement is
correct.
Also correct. Then is it the correct explanation for this one?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Then what is the answer?
A.
A part. All right, students. Next question is coming. Colloids. What are colloids, students? You have studied what you studied? True solution. Suspension and colloids, we studied three things. True solution, suspension, and colloids.
Sir, colloids are heterogeneous solutions in which uh, the one substance is dispersed, which is known as a dispersion phase, in an other medium called as dispersion medium as very fine particles.
So you have dispersed phase and dispersion medium. And many type of colloids we studied. They usually ask one question on colloids. A type of colloids you have studied. There is a complete table given in the book. You have seen that. Various type of colloids. So first assertion is correct.
Yes, sir.
The particle size of dispersed phase is too large for it to form a homogeneous mixture.
Particle size of the dispersed phase is too large for it to form a homogeneous. Yes, sir, it is true.
It is correct. Is that the correct explanation for this?
Yes, sir.
Then what is the answer?
A.
Answer A. Okay. Next question is coming. Adsorption is a surface phenomena. What is adsorption, students?
Adsorption is the accumulation of the molecular species on the surface of the solid rather than in the bulk.
So what it is it a surface phenomena or a bulk phenomena?
Surface phenomena.
Is a surface phenomena. That is correct.
Yes,
what is a bulk phenomena? That is called absorption.
Absorption.
Absorption is a bulk
phenomena.
And this is a surface phenomena. Okay. What is the second reason what we are given? The intermolecular forces at the surface of adsorbent is unequal in different directions.
Intermolecular forces at the surface directions. Yes, sir, it is true.
It is correct. It is true. Is that the correct explanation?
Yes, sir.
What is the answer then?
A.
Next question. A beam of light passed through colloidal solution will eliminate its path traced by it in the colloid.
Light passed through the colloidal solution will illuminate the path traced by it in the colloid. Yes, sir, it is true.
It is correct. Colloids have particle size in between that of solution and suspension.
Yes, sir, it is also true.
It is correct. Is it the correct explanation for this?
No, sir, it is not the correct explanation.
What is the reason for this Tyndall effect which you observe?
It is due to the fact that the colloidal particles will scatter the light in all the directions.
That is called the scattering of light by the colloidal particle. And there are conditions of the scattering of light. We have given two conditions.
Yes,
What are the conditions of the scattering?
First condition was that the diameter of the dispersed particles should not be much smaller than the wavelength of light. And the second one was the refractive index of the dispersion medium and the dispersed phase should differ greatly.
All right, you can study more about it. That is the, then what is the correct answer?
B.
Answer B. We have to study and revise the course again and again. As we pass on, the previous chapters are gone. We have to revise. All we are doing is revision and question answers. Okay. Associated colloids form measles only below a particular concentration called critical measle concentration. What are associated colloids? What are associated colloids?
Sir, associated colloids are those colloids which at low concentration will behave as strong electrolytes, but at higher concentrations will behave as colloids.
Examples?
Examples are soaps and detergents.
First statement, what is that? Associated colloid form measles only below a particular concentration. Is that the correct statement?
No, sir. It's wrong.
What are measles?
Sir, measles are the aggregate particles which are formed by the associated colloids above a particular concentration.
What do we call that concentration as?
Critical missile concentration, CMC.
Critical missile concentration. At low concentration, they behave as crystalloids.
No, sir, it is also wrong.
Crystalloid, what are crystalloids? We have given this already to you. But because this is wrong, then there is no other answer than D. Because the first clue is the final clue here. We have only one choice when one first is wrong. It helps the students a lot. I mean, you have to read the four choices carefully. If they change them, then what will happen? Associated only below, this is we have already done it.
Yes, sir.
Next question. Barbers rub the face with alum stones after giving a shape. Yes,
sir, it is true.
What is that? What are alum stones? What alum does? Fatkari?
Yes, sir. It will coagulate any blood coming from the face.
It is also used for purification of water. It is used for that. This is correct. Alum stones have antiseptic property. What about this?
Alum stones have antiseptic properties. Yes, sir, it is also true.
Has you seen any cream of alum? Antiseptic cream of alum you have seen anywhere? What is antiseptic? In everyday chapter life you have studied what is antiseptic. Have you seen any cream of alums?
No, sir.
Then is it because of the antiseptic property that it is working? It is working because of the coagulation of the blood. So coagulation is a different phenomena. Then this is not correct. Then what is the answer?
C.
Answer C. देखो, small statement. We have to work and think on it. It looks like that. It looks like that. But different reasons are there. When two oppositely charged colloids are mixed, they coagulate mutually. How far it is true?
Two oppositely charged colloids are mixed together. Yes, sir, it is true.
It is correct. Okay. Coagulation. You have studied coagulation. Very important. Coagulation. Questions will be there on what is coagulation. Charge of two colloids get neutralized.
Destabilizing colloid. Yes, sir, it is also true.
Correct. What is coagulation? You have seen what is coagulation. Is that the correct explanation?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. What is the answer?
A.
Answer A. Brownian moment is partially responsible for the stability of the colloid. You know about Brownian moment? Motion, zigzag motion of the particle. Is it correct?
Brownian motion is partially. Yes, sir.
Otherwise, they will settle down, you know. The phenomena increase the entropy of the system, enhancing the stability.
Yes, sir. Will enhance.
What happens when there are zigzag motion of the particle? What will happen? What is entropy? What is
It
entropy?
is disorderness or
Then what? The
randomness.
disorder is increasing or decreasing?
Increase.
Then what is this?
It will enhance the stability.
Is that the correct explanation for that?
So, yes, sir.
Therefore, answer is A.
A.
All right. Next question. Shape selective catalysis is possible for zeolite catalyst. What are zeolite catalysts you have studied? Shape selective. They have pores, sizes, and shapes.
Yes, sir. So this
This
is
is
true.
correct. Zeolites are sodium aluminosilicates and definite crystal structures.
Yes, sir. It is also correct.
It is correct. Then is it the correct explanation?
Yes, sir.
Why only this one? There are so many other types of shape selective catalysts. Are they only zeolites? Possible for zeolite catalyst. Definite crystal structure. That
Yes, sir. Because they have honeycomb-like structure, so they are good.
there is a here there is a size of the pores and the shape of the pores. Porous, they are porous materials. They are correct in their own way, but there is not the correct explanation. Enzymes are highly selective in their functions.
This is correct.
Correct. Enzymes in catalysis involve lock and key mechanism.
It is also correct.
Is that the correct reason for the high selectivity. They are selective now. Selective means,
Yes, sir.
all right, the answer will be A, because here
A.
that we know. Keeping an electric field during dialysis enhances the process. Is that correct?
Uh, yes, sir.
Correct. The dialysis process involves removing old solvent for the new pure solvent. Involves removing old solvent from the new pure solvent, dialysis. What do we
No, sir.
what do we do in dialysis? What is dialysis?
In this process, we remove the dissolved substance from the colloidal solution by diffusion through a membrane, suitable membrane.
The dialysis is being done for what purpose? You know, we have heard about kidney dialysis. What they are doing? Removing old solvent from the new pure solvent. Old solvent from the new pure solvent.
So this will not be correct.
What happens in dialysis?
Sir, in dialysis, we remove the dissolved substance from the colloidal solution.
Dissolved substance from the colloidal solution.
Yes, sir.
So then this is correct or wrong?
This will be wrong.
This is wrong. Then what is the correct answer?
C.
Answer C. Okay. All right, students. These are some of the questions which we have discussed, and we will meet you in the next class and discuss more and more questions and revise as many topics as possible, so that there could be different exams at different levels, and the revision is very essential. And we always say you can study more and more about every chapter, so that you can do better and better in the coming exam. Okay, keep sharing our videos with at least few of your friends, so that they can be benefited and our hard work also get some response from the students. All right. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay.